Hey guys, welcome back to another page builder and WordPress tutorial. This time we're going to be doing something inside of a website that is built on Oxygen Builder. So some of you have been in touch to ask me about the countdown timer that is displayed on my membership pricing page. So if I head over to Van Marciano Pro, so this is the countdown timer that I'm talking about here. And so I thought I'd create a short video to show you how you can do this for your own website using a nifty plugin called Countdown Builder. And I know, yes, it's yet another plugin to install and use, but it's okay. You know, that's what plugins are for. As long as you don't go overboard, there shouldn't be any problems. But yeah, we're going to be using the Countdown Builder plugin to achieve this. I do have another tutorial on Van Marciano Pro that'll show you how to do the same thing using some JavaScript. So just go to the tutorials. If you're logged into Van Marciano Pro, of course, and search for Countdown, and then you should see the first one here, Oxygen Builder 4.8, how to add a promotional countdown banner display using JavaScript. The video, of course, shows you how to do this in version 4.8 of Oxygen, but I've recently updated this tutorial and it should work on the current versions as well. And of course, again, this tutorial is not technology dependent, so if you're using another builder, you can apply the same tutorial to achieve the same result and create a countdown banner without having to use a plugin. However, styling is a little bit more difficult, but okay, anyway, so now just to remind you, if you're watching this version of the tutorial on my YouTube channel, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to access the CSS snippet and resources for customizing the Countdown Builder, then do check out my membership options, which gives you access to this tutorial as well as over 100 hours of course content that will teach you how to build beautiful responsive websites using Oxygen Builder and Bricks Builder. So this project here, the Mr. Freelance website project, is included in my Oxygen Builder 5.0 Visual Design Mastery course. And again, if you're interested in learning more, then do check out the link in the bio. However, if you're watching this version of the tutorial on Van Marciano Pro, then you should be able to access all of the resources in the post. Okay, so we have a nice pricing table here, and as I said, what I want to do is add a promotional section with a countdown timer just beneath this heading here, similar to what I have over here. So I have my heading, then I have my promotional banner with my countdown timer, and then I have my pricing table here. So we're going to be doing this inside of this project website. And once again, I'm going to be using a plugin called Countdown Builder. And by the way, you can learn more about this plugin by visiting edmundsoft.com/countdown. I do have the page here. So this is their website. Now, I'm not an affiliate for this product. I happen to use it on my membership website and I love it. So yeah, there it is. Anyhow, as I said, you can learn more about this Countdown Builder plugin by following the links above here in the menu. Though I would say, just going off topic very slightly here, that the website could be a little bit better. It's kind of hard to make out the links in the menu here, or any of the text on this page, in fact, against this background image. Anyway, if we scroll down a little bit here, you can see the pricing packages, and there are some more options down here a little bit. But it is a little bit confusing with the bundles. I guess you get everything. I'm not too sure. But anyway, this is where you can learn more about what they have to offer. All right, so I'm going to head back to my project website here. In fact, I need to go inside of the admin area. And so the first thing we're going to do is install the Countdown Builder plugin. So I'm going to head over to Plugins, Add New, and then I can just search for Countdown Builder here. And the one we want to select is this one here. Countdown, Coming Soon, Maintenance, Countdown, and Clock by Adam Scat. I'm pretty sure that's the one we want to use. Click on Install. All right, now let's activate it. Okay, so we've activated the Countdown Builder plugin now, and as you can see, we have one default timer here, countdown here, with a shortcode, and the type is a circle. It is enabled, as you can see here. We can toggle this on and off. So we can add another one here if we want to. How do we do this? We come up here to Add New, and we can select one of these here. Now, of course, we're using the free version, so we only have a few options to choose from here, and I'll show you which one that I'm using for my website. But if you upgrade to Pro, you get these additional timers here. They look pretty basic, to be honest, but you can customize these a little bit more, and I'll show you how to do that using a little bit of CSS. So we have some additional options here: countdown, clock, timer. Oh, I see these are categories in which these are being placed in. Okay, so yeah, okay. So in the menu here, we have newsletter. Again, that's Pro, things that are coming soon, support, tutorials, and a bunch of other stuff here. I'll leave you to explore those in your own time. So what I'm going to do now is, let's go back to all countdown and clocks. And what I'm going to do is disable this default one and click on Add New. And we're going to select this simple countdown here. And let's give this a name as well. So this is going to be Simple Countdown Clock, like so. And so if we come down here, we have a live preview of what this looks like and some advanced options. Again, these are pro options here, but we can set the display rules here. We have some other general options here to show countdown date condition. So that is the due date, time zone, duration, and a bunch of other stuff. So quite a few things are locked here for the pro version, but you do get quite a few options here in the free version as well. We can add our custom CSS here, but I'm using a plugin called WP Codebox to add my CSS in. So I'm going to be using that, but as I said, you can add your CSS here, and we'll do that in just a second to style this very simple countdown clock. All right, so in this side, we have some information about our countdown. For the most part, we're going to be leaving all of this, as default. So I'm going to click on Publish now. And then I'm going to go back to all countdown and clock. And I'm going to copy this shortcode. So all we have to do is hover over here and click on Copy. I think. Oh, here we go. Copied. So now we have this copied, we have our shortcode for our simple countdown clock. Let's head over to Pages here, All Pages, and I'm going to go inside of my Services page where my pricing table is located. So edit with Oxygen. And once again, it doesn't matter what page builder that you're using. If you're using Bricks or Breakdowns or something else, I'm pretty sure that you can do this inside of those builders. Hopefully the plugin will be compatible with those builders. Bricks at the moment, at least from my point of view, is a little bit more buggy than it has been in the past. That's what I found, at least. All right, so here we go. I'm on this page which I designed using Oxygen Builder. Again, if you're interested in learning how to build this page from complete scratch, this entire website, actually, this is a 6 or 7 page project, then do check out my complete Oxygen Builder 5.0 visual design mastery course. I will have a link in the description for this. Okay, so let me just open up my structure panel here. Let's do this quite quickly here. We don't need to spend too much time on here. We have our offerings section and then services. Where's the pricing section? Let me just select it here again. Oh, here it is. Service section. So let me just open this up. This is the title section, and then we have the grid for the pricing table. So I'm going to select the section and go to add element and drop in a div. I'm going to drag this beneath or between the title and the grid. So there it is. Now, I'm going to give this a class. Now, I already have a bunch of classes that I've already assigned to this project, so I'm just going to go right ahead and add those. I don't need to create any new classes for the most part. So I'm pretty sure I have a class for my containers. So I think that is called a page container. Yeah, here we go. So that's set to 100% now. And that is perfect. So inside here, I'm going to, actually, let's just have a look at my one here. I'm just going to copy this from scratch here. So I have a text element, a heading, and then a shortcode element inside here. And by the way, this website, Van Marciano Pro, is built with Oxygen Builder, not Bricks. A lot of people ask me, why did I not use Bricks for this website? And for various reasons, of course, a lot of the technology that I use for Van Marciano Pro, such as LearnDash and Shortcut, I've had small little glitches and problems making it work with Bricks, especially LearnDash. And so that is why I use Oxygen. And I like the workflow in Oxygen. It's, it's simple and it does the job. And, that is all there is to it. I don't need anything too complex or overboard for what I wanted to achieve for this website anyway. So yeah, inside here, we need to drop in a text. Okay, that's our text. And what else did I say? We wanted a heading element. And then let's go back. Let's also add a shortcode. Okie dokie. So let's go straight to the shortcode now and paste our shortcode for our countdown clock timer. And here it is. As basic as you can get it. It's there. And we'll sort that out in just a second with some styling and whatnot. But yeah, that is what we have for the time being. Right, so let's select the page container here. I'm going to give this another class. So this is going to be something like promotional banner. Okay, and then I'm going to set the layout of child elements here to vertical and then set this to set the horizontal item alignment to the center. I already have some spacing in here by the looks of it. Let me just check this. Yep, that is from the page container class that I've already added. A gap of 15 pixels and the width is 100%. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my website here and see what I can do. So yeah, let's copy the text inside here just to save some time, of course. And I can change this inside here as well. So I'm going to select the text element here, paste my text inside here. Of course, this piece of text doesn't apply to this website. This is just a project, of course, but I've just copied that to save some time. For the text, I'm going to give this a class. So I'm going to see what I have for my text classes. So I have text, body text, light. All right, that's perfect. And I also want to align the text in the center. So I'm going to just use the ID for this, go to advanced, typography, and set this to the center like so. Okay, so that's fine. We could probably highlight something like the summer 30% here. And how we do this inside of Oxygen actually is slightly different than Bricks. So what we can do is we can highlight the text and we could set this to bold here. But what I like to do is use the span tag here like so, and then give this a class maybe. I don't know if I have a span class here. Okay, I'll use that one. That's pretty cool. And so for the heading, so I could write something like, hurry, this sale ends in, and I need a class for this heading. I think I already have some classes for here, heading light. Yeah, that one will do. And then I'm going to customize the timer a little bit as well. But again, as I said, we're going to be using some CSS for that. But before we do that, I'm going to select this container here, and we gave this a separate class, and that is because we can style this slightly different. So let's go to advanced and size and spacing first of all, and add some padding inside here. Now we can use pixels or rems, but since this is a demo project, I don't really need to worry too much about getting everything consistent. So let's just use rems in this instance. I'm going to use 3 rems and apply this all the way around. With Oxygen, I think you have to select each one here, because I don't think it automatically changes over. It could do, I'm not too sure, but I don't think it does anyway. 3, yeah, apply all. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Apply all. Here we go. So 3 rems. All right, so now I'm going to go back to advanced and then background. Let's change the background color here. I'm going to select one from my global colors. So let's select, which one can we use? This one? Yeah, that's a little bit too bright, I think. Okay, let's use this one here. That's pretty cool. I do also have some background classes that I've created here, but yeah, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to select one from my color palette. Okay, so since we have this class selected, let's also go back to borders and add a little bit of border radius. So border radius, let's just leave that 2 pixels and add 25 pixels for the time being. That's fine here. Or actually, let's try 20 pixels. Or maybe 15. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I mean, it doesn't have to be super accurate, but yeah, that'll do. Okay, so we have our banner here. One more thing that I want to do actually, if I head over to mine here, I have this little banner, floating banner above this container. So let's add this. Shouldn't be too hard. So we need to select the block here. Let's add another heading. And this is going to be something like summer sale. And let's create a class for this one. So banner, heading, that'll do. And I'm going to go to advanced and let's go to size and spacing and add a little bit of padding all the way around here. So let's just try something like 20. Okay, too much. 12, yeah. 12 pixels all the way around, and let's go back to background and change the color here. I'm going to use something like, I don't know which one to use. Let's choose this blue here. That's perfect. Okay, let's come out of this. Let's go back to advanced and borders and add a border radius of, I think we used 15 pixels. That'll do. Okie dokie. So I'm going to select the div block here. Let's rename this here. This is our promotional banner. All right, and so I want to go to advanced and then layout. I'm going to set the, if I can find it here. Yeah, I'm going to set the position to relative on this one here, and then I'm going to select the banner here, the heading element. This is our promo banner heading. And I'm going to go to advanced and layout and set this one to absolute for the position, that is. Okay, so here I'm going to add 0 to begin with, and then I'm going to add -20. Oops, let's, yeah, -20, and then kind of fine tune it here slightly. Like so. Okay, what we also want to do is obviously we want to add some space between this banner and the rest of the child elements inside here. Now, there's a couple of ways we can do this. The way that I prefer to do it is to go to the actual promotional banner here, go to advanced, size and spacing, and increase the padding at the top here. Something like that. We could go 6.5 rems if you wanted to be super accurate here. Yeah, perfect. So now we need to increase the margin for the top here as well. So let's go for 30 pixels, maybe a little bit more, 35. Okay, perfect. So let's save. Of course, we could probably play with the spacing around here a little bit more, but I think for the sake of this, yeah, let's just add 30 pixels down here as well and see what that does. Yeah. Alright, so obviously when you're doing this for your own website, you have your own methodologies and workflows to try and keep everything consistent. So you just do what you usually do. We're not following any specific workflow here. This is just a tutorial. So if you're interested in learning about my workflow and how I do things when I'm designing websites on a professional level, then I do have some tutorials over on Van Marciano Pro. I have a free 1-hour tutorial where I share my entire blueprint for building WordPress websites. And like I said, it's a free tutorial. You'll find the link to that video in the description. So yeah, okay. So that is all I want to do. Let's just save this and actually preview what we have on the front end here very quickly before we customize the countdown builder. All right, so here's our banner here. Now we could set this to a specific width as well. We don't have to have a full width here like I have here. So let's go back and see if we can do this. So we gave this promotional banner a class. So we can go to advanced and size and spacing and set the value to percentage. And then let's try 80% to begin with and see what that does. Yeah, pretty good. Let's save this. Let's go back and refresh our page here. Okay, so I'm happy with this. Okay, so if you wish to continue playing around with this, you can do. You can add a drop shadow. You can add anything you want here, but I'm pretty happy with this. So let's go back to the builder here. Let's save one more time. And now what we're going to do is add some CSS to this to style the timer. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, first of all, I'm going to actually select this shortcode here, head over to advanced and typography and set the color to white. Okay, so let's save that once again. And then I'm going to head over to the admin area here and navigate down to WP Codebox. And this is where I'm going to add my CSS to style my countdown timer. Now, as I said, you can navigate over to countdown and select the actual countdown itself here. And if you scroll down a little bit here, you'll find that there's a field to add some custom CSS. Now, I prefer to use WP Codebox, but you can add your CSS here if you wish to. All right, so let me just go back to WP Codebox here. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to create a new snippet. So this is going to be called Countdown Builder. And this is going to be CSS, of course, minify output. We can't select this just yet. Let's just save this first of all. And then let's click on auto reload changes. And everything else here can stay as it is. Let's enable this and save once again. Okay, so I'm going to write some CSS inside here to style my timer here. So what I can actually do inside of WP Codebox, if I just collapse this here, I can click on preview here. And let's head over to the services page here. If we can find our, here we go. So here is our countdown timer. Obviously, we don't have much space to work with because the screen size is very small here on my computer, but we can see what's going on here. So I'm going to paste some classes here to style this, okay? Now, what you can do to find these classes is if we head over to the countdown, or the front page rather, here we go. And let me just refresh this because we changed the text color here, didn't we? So we can right click here and click on inspect to open up the Chrome DevTools here. Scroll up a little bit. If you enable this little toggle select and just hover over these elements inside of your countdown timer, you should be able to see or find the classes. Okay, so I'm just going to click on any of these here. And what I'm actually looking for is this number, okay? Because what happens inside of the countdown builder is it assigns unique classes to your widget, okay? So I already have mine set aside, but all I need to do is remember this value at the end here because these are going to be different from the one that I'm using over on my website here. Okay, so let's go back. So many tabs open here. So 244 is the value that's added at the end of the class here, the ID here. Okay, so let's go back to WP Codebox here, and I'm going to begin writing my class. So I'm going to add decimal, YCD, okay, and then simple content wrapper. And then what was the ID that we said it was? 244 at the end, okay, so 244, okay, so I'm also going to add decimal, YCD, simple countdown. Number. Now I'm going to double check this actually because I don't want to add the wrong simple countdown wrapper number. Here we go. Yeah, that's the one. So let's add our opening and closing bracket. And so inside here, we're going to add some padding and then I'm going to add a background color followed by some margin at the bottom. So let's go back to the padding here and add one rem. Okay, and then let's add a background color. Now, for the background color, I want to use the same shade as this blue here, so I can go back inside of my editor here. Let's go to settings, global settings, colors in Oxygen, that is, global colors. So I'm going to copy this hexadecimal color code here and go back to my WB Cobox and actually paste this inside here. Okay, so for the margin, I'm going to also add 1 rem in here. And we need to close this now, so where is it? I can't see my keyboard. Oh, we already had one in here, so okay. So let's double check this. Let's save this, and hopefully this should refresh. Hopefully. All right, so we might need to refresh here as well. Let's see if this has worked. And no, we don't have anything here working as of yet. I wonder why. Let's double check everything here. So we have our class YCD, simpler content, simple countdown. That's not right here. Simple content. Wrapper 44244 YCD. Okay, let's try that and see if that has fixed it. Little error here in our code. Let's save. And let's refresh here as well. Let's scroll down. And no, we still don't have anything showing here. So let's check our code again. So YCD simple content. Wrapper 244 and then YCD simple countdown number. Another error here. Number is missing. Let's save again and check. And here we go. So now it's working. It's a good idea to check your code to make sure that you've actually written the right thing. Okay, so we have it working here, so that's great. Now, the margin bottom isn't really working here, so I'm going to use the important tag. So let's save this, and hopefully we have some margin between our countdown and days, hours, minutes. Here we go. Now it's working. Okie dokie, so let's continue with this. And so we need to add another line here, and we're going to do exactly the same. So we're going to type in YCD. And actually, to save some time, what I'm going to do is, because I want to repeat this, I'm going to copy this part of the code here. The simple countdown number. Copy. Yeah, here we go. And paste this in here. And then I'm going to add another one, which is YCD simple timer dots. Now let me explain this. I want to obviously align the dots to the center here. So in order to do that, I'm just going to add some padding at the top. There probably is another easier way to do this, but let's go for some padding here. 8 pixels, and let's save and see what that does. Let's refresh this. And our our dots hasn't really moved, so check the code again. YCD simple countdown number. Maybe we can get rid of this line of code here. Let's save, refresh. Okay, that's better. Yeah, we didn't need that first part, of course. Okay, that's fine. And what I'm also going to do is add another one here. And I wanted to change the color. Oops, where are we? The color of the text here. Or maybe not. Maybe it looks okay in white. But we could also have this in blue. So I'm going to show you how to do this here very quickly. So let's go YCD, simple, check the spelling, content, wrapper. And then it was 244, so simple content wrapper, and then let's add YCD again, simple countdown label. And we're going to change the color to the same colors here, what we have here. So let's just type that in manually. So it was this one here. Okay, let's save. Do we add the closing tag here? Yeah, let's save. And let's refresh and see what this does. And that hasn't changed. So I'm going to check my code again. Simple content wrapper 244. Simple countdown label. Countdown label. That's about right. Simple. Oh, where's the decimal for this one? Here is missing. Okay, here we go. Save. Let's refresh. And here we go. So we have it working here. And I suppose what we could also do is, let's just have a quick look on the front and see what this looks like. Refresh, close this now. And yeah, that looks pretty cool. We're almost there. I mean, we can continue customizing this a little bit more if we wanted to. Let's see what I have here. No, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, I like this. Took a little bit of time, but we got there in the end. So again, we're using the Countdown Builder plugin with some custom CSS to create this nice promotional banner section. Now, what I'm going to do is include this section inside of the freelance design set. So if you are a member of Van Marciano Pro, you can access this design set and you can drop it into your website and customize it. As long as you have the plugin, the Countdown Builder plugin installed, along with the snippet. Remember that when you're adding your CSS is that these classes are going to be unique. Okay, so 244, your numbers might be slightly different here, but the rest of this can stay the same, and you just customize the color, the padding, the margins at the top, and yeah, make this look however way you want it to look. Okay, so that is it. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And once again, if you want to check out more tutorials like this, I do have a ton over on my membership platform at Van Marciano Pro, but I will occasionally add some tutorials here on my YouTube channel, wherever you're watching this. I hope you've enjoyed it once again. If you're not already subscribed, you know what to do, hit that subscribe button, and also the notifications bell to get updates of future videos. I don't spend a great deal of time adding content to my YouTube channel, as often as I should maybe, but I will try and add a few more tutorials now and again. But yeah, that is that. Okay, thanks again so much for watching. Take it easy until the next time. Peace. Cheers.